Hi, and welcome back to OCD Music and Me. My name's Kyle. I'm a violinist and teacher, and I have OCD. This week, I thought I'd just put out a short video that's mostly just about music. Um, as this is getting posted, there's family at the house, and I'm doing my best to handle the stress involved with that. I basically make a plan with my therapist ahead of time. Right now, the idea that I won't do any compulsions is unrealistic. So the main goal is to not do any additional compulsions. And when it comes to the current ones I have, like I have to make sure I don't make them worse. For example, part of my family is staying here for a few days, and at some point this week, one of my little nieces will have to take a bath. The only place to do that is in the same place I take a shower. One thing my OCD wants me to do is to avoid taking a shower in there ever again. That would be a new compulsion. Another thing that will probably happen is that my OCD will make me want to take longer showers because when I'm in there, I won't feel clean. So I'll have to make sure I don't lengthen my showers as well. So, with that said, I thought I'd share one more classical holiday tune. This week, I recorded the Pastorale from Corelli's Concerto Grosso number 8, which, according to the score, he said it was written for Christmas night, sort of like Charpentier's Midnight Mass from a couple of videos ago. That's why it's commonly called his Christmas concerto. Arcangelo Corelli was an Italian violinist and composer who spent much of his career working in Rome. And he enjoyed immense popularity when he was alive. So Corelli lived during a period now known as the Baroque era, which is from the years 1600 to 1750. His career happened basically right smack dab in the middle of that time frame. And his compositions ultimately became, I guess, the model for how to write two particular types of pieces that were popular in the Baroque era. The first is called the Trio Sonata. The second is the Concerto Grosso. I'll try to describe these quickly. So a trio sonata basically has three parts, hence the name trio sonata. There are two soprano instruments or higher pitched instruments. So something like two violins or two flutes, two recorders, or it could be a mix of those, like one violin and one flute. In Corelli's case, it was two violins because, well, he was a violinist. The third part is called the basso continuo, which honestly could be anything. On the page, it's a bass line with chord symbols, which is kind of similar to something like a jazz lead sheet or like a guitar book with a bunch of pop songs in it. And it can be realized in several different ways. It could be just a bass instrument like a cello playing a bass line. It could be a harpsichordist playing the bass line and improvising chords on top of it. It could be both of those things at the same time. It could be played by an organ, a lute, a guitar. You could mix it up throughout the piece depending on your interpretation and what you're trying to convey to the audience. There's usually no specific instrument indicated in the music. Um, Corelli published a bunch of these trio sonatas, I believe 48 in total. Now, when it comes to the Concerto Grosso, what Corelli did is that he basically took his concept of the trio sonata and added an orchestra. So, normally, when people hear the word concerto, they think of a soloist playing with an orchestra. In a Concerto Grosso, there are multiple soloists. And for Corelli, the soloists were that combination of instruments found in the trio sonata, two violins and the basso continuo. And while his concertos aren't a vehicle to display technical virtuosity in the way concertos have tended to be used by later composers, um, that wasn't really the purpose. One of the purposes is just simply contrasting the sonority of that small ensemble with the larger orchestra. Um, and personally, one thing I like is how sometimes Corelli starts a motive in one voice and finishes it in another voice, sort of like a call and response, which can create a surround sound effect when you hear the music live. I tried to bring that out in the recording I made, so hopefully that comes through. The Pastorale I recorded is how the Christmas concerto ends. This, like the Pifa from Handel's Messiah, tries to put you outdoors, like at the nativity scene. And just like in the Handel, you'll hear drones in the music. This is, once again, the mimicking of bagpipes. I told you that was common in string music. Well, that's it for today. Feel free to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. And feel free to write any comments, questions, or ideas in the comments section below.